ongoing U.S. government shutdown could hurt the economy. He has stated that it might impact GDP, slow growth, and affect working Americans. Bessent has also stated that this shutdown could be more damaging than the previous ones. This comes as White House spokesperson Carolyn Leavitt has stated that U.S. government layoffs could be in the thousands. Meanwhile, economists have reportedly stated that a prolonged shutdown could cause greater harm, especially if President Trump fires some of the 750,000 furloughed federal workers. When asked whether Trump is actually considering that step, Bessent brushed it off as a talking point and has blamed Democratic leaders in the Congress for failing to offer solutions. As the shutdown continues, many federal services remain frozen, leaving workers and the U.S. economy in uncertainty. With us on the broadcast is Peter Cardillo, Chief Market Economist at Spartan Capital Securities, joining us from New York. Thank you so much for taking our time speaking to us on NewsX World. A high-octane political blame game is underway between the Republicans and the Democrats. President Trump and the Republicans have pinned the blame on the Democrats as the logjam over the spending bill continues over the Affordable Health Care Act. Meanwhile, the Democrats are blaming the Republicans as the shutdown has now commenced already. How long do you foresee this deadlock to continue?
I think it might last another day or two, and then negotiations will probably begin. And I would suspect within the next 10 to 15 days, we'd probably have some sort of an agreement. Secretary Treasury Bessent this morning said if this thing lasts, it could hit GDP. I don't think this administration wants that. I don't think the Democrats want to be blamed for that. And so I think it's just, politics as usual. Each sides are trying to bring out what their perception of a valid reason is. And of course, the Democrats are trying to save a part of Obamacare, and while the Republicans are trying to save cost. And so this bickering will go on until a solution will be reached. And of course, it's just a question of someone having to give up something. That doesn't mean that the Democrats are going to give up everything, nor will the Republicans. So there'll be some sort of happy medium, and that will avoid what could turn into be a major crisis if the economy takes a hit.
And this is not the first time that we've seen a government shutdown under Donald Trump. It's taken place earlier as well. But in light of this blame game that is going on, this one-upmanship that is taking place, which party is more likely to be hurt, the Democrats or the Republicans? Whose image is likely to take more of a dent?
Well, the Republicans, have the ball in their hands right now, and they can perhaps do a few things that would entice the Democrats to begin to negotiate. For instance, we already know that President Trump has said that he's going to begin major layoffs within the government. And of course, the people that are out of work, they will be feeling the pinch. Obviously, when the government reopens, they will be paid what they're owed. But in the meantime, they may go maybe a few weeks without a paycheck. And when you touch the most sensitive nerve of the human being, which is his pocketbook, and obviously you're touching the federal workers, you're touching their pocketbooks, that is something they're not going to forget. So I think they have the upper hand, and it's just a matter of time before the Democrats begin to negotiate. Again, that doesn't mean that the Democrats are going to give everything that the Republicans want. So there'll be some sort of a compromise.
And in case the Democrats do not relent and they still, in fact, push ahead with this, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has warned that this could, in fact, hurt the U.S. economy down the line. He has stated that this could have real impact on the GDP in particular and slow growth as well. Do you think if the logjam still persists, this could then snowball into something much more serious?
If it lasts more than 4 to 5 weeks, yes, it could be very serious. It could have an economic impact on growth. And in fact, Secretary Bessent alluded to that this morning. And of course, it would be a problem for the Federal Reserve. We have sticky inflation due to the tariffs, and we have a labor market that has weakened. So if you cause further damage to the economy, the Fed would probably have to be more aggressive in cutting interest rates, and at the same time, that would probably cause a nasty dose of stagflation.
All right, so with that, I would like to thank you for taking out